This deep dive is powered by Growth Suite. Growth Suite helps you run smart discount campaigns on your store, and you can test it for free on your Shopify store. Welcome to Shop Strategy. Today, we're taking a deep dive into something incredibly powerful, yet surprisingly overlooked by many Shopify store owners: the actual structure of your blog posts. We often obsess over what we write, the words themselves, but the real secret to boosting traffic, engagement, and ultimately sales often hides in how you organize that content.
That's spot on, yeah. Think of blog post structure as the silent architecture of your digital storefront. It's what quietly determines if visitors linger, if search engines truly understand your message, and, well, whether those visits translate into sales. Just like a perfectly designed physical store guides customers seamlessly to what they need, a well-structured blog transforms a digital browsing experience into a focused, enjoyable journey. We're going to uncover how to turn your blog from a digital ghost town into a thriving traffic and sales engine.
Okay, let's peel back the layers here. Most people assume Google just reads your words and that's it, right? Like, job done. But our source and highlight a surprising truth. Google is actually analyzing your structure. It's not just about the vocabulary you use, but the very blueprint you lay out.
Exactly. And what's truly fascinating here is that a strategically organized post sends incredibly powerful signals to search engines. There are really three core benefits that pop up when you nail your blog structure. First, you get dramatically improved search engine visibility. A lot of Shopify store owners just format their blogs for visual appeal, maybe make it look nice.
Yeah, aesthetics first.
Yeah, but that misses the crucial point. Using HTML heading tags, we're talking H1, H2, and H3, hierarchically creates a precise content outline for Google. It's like handing them a perfectly organized table of contents for your entire post. We saw one Shopify jewelry store, get this, increase their organic visibility by an astounding 64% in just 2 months.
Wow.
Purely by implementing a proper heading hierarchy.
64%.
Yeah.
That's an incredible jump for something that seems so, fundamental. But why do so many people miss it? Is it just an oversight or maybe some common misconception holding them back?
I think it often boils down to not quite understanding Google's algorithmic logic. They're trying to figure out your content's blueprint, not just scan for keywords. If you skip a heading level, say H2 to H4, or use them inconsistently, it's like handing Google a treasure map with half the directions missing.
Okay, that makes sense.
And when search engines truly understand your content structure, they can then display more informative snippets in search results. Those rich snippets. They attract way more clicks because users immediately see the relevance.
Right.
This leads directly to our second benefit: increased organic traffic. Clear organization also helps search engines perfectly match your content with user intent, what people are actually searching for, and that dramatically reduces bounce rates. When visitors quickly find what they're looking for, they stick around.
They stay?
Exactly. And this feeds right into the third critical benefit: enhanced user experience signals. Let's be honest, we're all scanners online, right? Especially on mobile.
Definitely. Skim, skim, skim.
Well-structured blogs are simply easier to consume. Clear headings act as signposts. Short paragraphs, ideally, like 3 to 4 sentences max, give your eyes, your brain, these mental micro breaks, and bulleted lists along with ample white space make information digestible. Quick example. A fashion Shopify store doubled their average session duration.
Double?
Yeah, doubled. After restructuring their style guides with clearer hierarchies and more scannable formats, visitors weren't just skimming and leaving, they were actually engaging deeply.
That's where it gets really interesting for me. It's not just about ticking SEO boxes. It's about understanding human behavior online. We are scanners, particularly on our phones, and a solid structure caters directly to that natural tendency. So beyond just getting found by Google, what's the tangible business value here for Shopify stores? How does this structure actually move the needle on the bottom line?
Great question. If we connect this to the bigger picture, strategic blog structure directly impacts your bottom line in some incredibly powerful ways. First, it's about establishing authority in your niche. When potential customers land on your blog, a clear, logical structure immediately signals professionalism and expertise. It just feels credible.
Right. It builds trust almost instantly.
It does. It builds instant credibility and trust, positioning your store as a reliable information source, not just, another seller. I heard a story from a home goods Shopify store owner who found customers actually started mentioning their helpful guides during support calls after they restructured their blog.
No kidding.
Yeah. They became a go-to resource, not just a supplier, That's building serious trust capital right there.
That makes perfect sense. It's like you're building a narrative around your products, using the structure to tell that story, and that narrative builds trust. But how does that translate into guiding someone towards, actually buying something?
Precisely. And that brings us neatly to the second point, supporting the customer journey. Strategic organization isn't just about informing, it's about intentionally guiding visitors. Different structural elements serve different purposes. Introductory sections capture interest, maybe problem-focused sections highlight needs. Then solution sections naturally introduce your products, and conclusion sections drive specific actions. A camping equipment Shopify store, for instance, redesigned their hiking guides. They first established common beginner challenges. Then, only then, did they introduce gear recommendations contextually within relevant sections of the guide.
So it felt natural, not forced.
Exactly. This approach proved far more effective than just scattering generic product mentions throughout the post. It felt helpful, not salesy, and that leads directly to the third and perhaps most critical impact driving conversions. The right structure creates these natural, almost subtle conversion opportunities. Embedding product recommendations within those problem solution sections makes them feel genuinely helpful, not overly promotional.
Yeah, like you're solving their problem.
Precisely. And this contextual relevance can actually double or triple click-through rates to product pages. Seriously. Plus, well-organized posts also allow you to strategically include multiple calls to action, maybe newsletter signups, entry-level products, perhaps premium offerings, targeting different purchase readiness levels of your audience.
And speaking of driving conversions, this is exactly where tools that understand that customer journey, that final step, really shine. Because getting someone to your page is one thing, but converting them into a paying customer, that's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Absolutely. And this aligns perfectly with optimizing the very end of that customer journey. Just as a well-structured blog guides a user towards a purchase, smart discount campaigns can guide users to actually convert. And that's precisely where Growth Suite excels. It's a Shopify app designed specifically to help you run effective discount campaigns. And it's not just about, cutting prices randomly. It's about smart, data-driven strategy.
So if someone's listening right now and they're thinking, okay, I get it. Structure is key. What are the practical building blocks I need to start implementing on my Shopify store? How do I build these high-performing blog posts?
Right, the practical steps. The core building blocks for perfectly structured Shopify blog posts involve both general best practices and some specific Shopify optimizations you should know about. First, developing a logical content hierarchy. Always use proper header structure. H2 for your main sections, H3 for subsections. Crucially, avoid skipping levels, like jumping from an H2 directly to an H4, for example. Don't do that.
Okay, they're not.
Because that's like breaking the spine of your book for both readers and search engines. It disrupts the logical flow.
Got it. Keep it sequential.
Exactly. Make your content scannable with short paragraphs, ideally, like we said, 3 to 4 sentences maximum. Use bullet points and numbered lists liberally. And here's a tip. For posts over, say, 1,500 words, include a table of contents with jump links. That not only transforms the user experience, but can even generate site links in search results.
Oh, extra links in Google. Nice.
Yeah, gives you more real estate. Next up, optimizing visual elements. Images shouldn't just be pretty decorations. They should reinforce your structure, placed at natural breaks in the content. And for image SEO best practices, always use descriptive file names. Think black leather wallet frontview.jpg instead of img0043.jpg.
Makes sense.
Comprehensive alt text, like hand-stitched black leather wallet with RFID protection, is vital for both search engines and accessibility. And please, always compress images before uploading.
How small are we talking?
Aim for under 200 KB if you can. This isn't just a suggestion, it's crucial for page speed, which Google heavily weights. Slow pages kill conversions and rankings.
Okay, noted. Compress those images.
Yep.
So thinking about Shopify's built-in editor, what are the key features we need to make sure we're actually leveraging correctly beyond just, typing text?
Great question. It's really about leveraging Shopify's blog editor to its full potential, using the tools they give you. Use the built-in formatting tools, like the heading dropdown, to ensure you're applying proper H2, H3, H4 tags. These tools automatically generate the correct HTML code behind the scenes.
So it handles the code for you.
Yes. Similarly, use the bullet and numbered list functions. Again, they're not just for visual appeal. They create structured data for search engines. For internal links, always use the search function within the editor to find the right page or post. It helps ensure accuracy. And don't overlook customizing your blog settings, things like categories and tags. They're powerful organizational tools for creating a logical topic structure. Plus, make sure you fill out the author information for credibility.
Right, shows there's a real person behind it.
Exactly. And within that editor, you'll also be implementing key on-page SEO elements. For keyword optimization, focus on commercial intent keywords relevant to your products. Weave them naturally into titles, headings, and body text. Don't stuff them, obviously.
Actually, yeah.
And check your Shopify search analytics to see what terms people are already using to find you. That's gold. Your URL structure, the web address for the post, should be clean, keyword-rich, descriptive but short, ideally under 60 characters, and always use hyphens, not underscores.
Hyphens, got it.
And try hard to avoid changing URLs after publication if you can help it. That can cause broken links and SEO issues. Finally, master internal linking strategies. Link to relevant product pages contextually within your content where it makes sense. Connect related blog posts together to build topic clusters. This signals subject matter expertise to search engines and keeps readers engaged, moving from one piece to another.
Like creating little pathways.
Exactly. Think of creating pillar content, big comprehensive guides as hubs, and then link out to more specific related posts.
Okay, so it's really not just about what you write in one post, but the entire ecosystem, how it's presented, how it's connected internally and externally. We've covered the foundational essentials there. But for listeners who are thinking, all right, I'm doing most of that, or I'm starting to, what's next? How do I truly stand out and, dominate? What's the advanced playbook look like?
Right, taking it to the next level. This raises an important question. How do we continue to refine our approach and ensure long-term success? Let's dive into some advanced content structuring. A prime example is optimizing for Google's Position Zero. Those elusive featured snippets that appear right at the top of the search results.
Everyone wants those.
Absolutely. You want to provide direct answers. A great way is using a question and answer format within your post. Use clear H2 or H3 headings, phrased as the exact question someone might type into Google. Then follow it immediately with a concise answer, ideally 40 to 60 words. Short and direct.
Like a mini FAQ section within the post.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're creating lists that could become a featured snippet like top 5 tips or steps 2, make sure you're using the built-in numbered and bullet point functions in your Shopify editor.
Why is using the editor tool so important there?
Because that's the crucial step. It's not just about making it look like a list. Using those tools adds specific HTML code behind the scenes, ollie for numbered, ollie for bullets that explicitly tells Google, hey, this is an organized list of items or steps. It makes it much easier for them to grab it for a snippet.
Ah, okay. Technical but critical. What else is advanced?
Another advanced strategy is deliberately creating topic clusters. Identify broad topics central to your products and build comprehensive pillar content guides. These are often long, maybe over 2,000 words, covering the topic broadly but authoritatively.
The main hub.
Exactly. These pillar pages then link out to more specific cluster posts that delve deeper into various subtopics related to the main pillar. This whole hub-and-spoke model signals immense subject matter expertise to search engines. It shows you've covered a topic inside and out, and it provides incredibly thorough resources for your readers.
Okay, so you're putting in all this effort, building pillars, optimizing for snippets. How do you actually know if it's working? What should Shopify store owners be tracking to measure the impact of all these structural changes?
Measurement is key, you're right. When it comes to measuring and improving blog structure performance, you need to track specific key performance indicators or KPIs. For engagement, definitely monitor metrics like time on page and scroll depth. Heat maps are great here too. These tell you exactly where readers might be dropping off, often highlighting structural problems or confusing sections.
Where they lose interest.
Precisely. For SEO, obviously track your keyword rankings for target terms and the overall organic traffic growth to your blog section. But crucially, you must track conversion metrics. Things like click-through rates from blog posts to your product pages, email signups generated from blog CTAs, and even direct sales directly attributed to your blog content.
How do you track those sales directly?
Often using UTM parameters. These are small bits of code you add to the end of your links in your blog posts. They allow tools like Google Analytics to tell you exactly where your traffic and, importantly, your sales are coming from. So you can say, this blog post generated X dollars in sales.
Powerful stuff. So you track, then what?
Then you test and optimize. For testing and optimization, don't be afraid to A/B test different things. Test different headline formats, different content layouts, various call to action placements or wording.
See what resonates best.
Exactly. Use heat map analysis tools, like Hotjar is a popular one, to visually identify which sections get the most attention and which content is being ignored. And actively collect user feedback. Ask specific questions in the comments section or run short surveys on your blog pages asking about clarity or helpfulness.
Okay, that makes sense. Continuous loop of improvement.
It has to be. For continuous improvement strategies, implement regular content refresh processes. Go back to older posts, update outdated information, maybe improve the structure based on what you've learned while preserving what was already working well. Conduct competitive analysis regularly. See what structures your successful competitors are using. Identify content gaps you could fill. And critically, stay current with algorithm updates and emerging SEO techniques. Things like FAQ schema markup or even optimizing for video timestamps if you use video. The landscape always changes.
It never stands still, does it?
Never. Finally, to make this manageable long-term, build a sustainable blog structure strategy. This involves creating repeatable blog post templates for different content types. Maybe one for tutorials, one for product showcases, one for trend analyses. Maintain a comprehensive content style guide. This ensures consistent formatting, heading usage, and voice across all your posts, even with multiple writers. And optimize your workflows. Use content planning tools, implement collaborative editing processes that include structural quality checklists, and have smart publication and promotion schedules. This ensures consistent structural quality as your blog grows without it becoming overwhelming.
Wow, okay. That was a truly insightful deep dive into blog post structure. It's crystal clear that it's not just about writing good content, which is important, but packaging it in a way that truly serves both search engines and your audience for maximum impact.
Absolutely. You really need to consider how your blog structure not only informs, but truly guides your audience. Think about it. You're guiding them from initial curiosity through deeper understanding, right, to taking that desired action. What intentional journey are you designing for your readers today?
That's a great question to ponder. And remember, just as structuring your content guides customers effectively through your information, optimizing your discount strategy is crucial for guiding them through that final conversion step.
This deep dive was brought to you by Growth Suite.
Yeah, and Growth Suite is specifically designed to help you run those smart discount campaigns on your Shopify store. It leverages powerful data analysis, it helps you create personal time-limited discount codes that can dramatically boost sales, and crucially, it helps you maintain your profit margins by being strategic, not just, slashing prices across the board.
Right, smart discounting. You can install it with a single click and start seeing results pretty quickly. Find out more and test Growth Suite for free on your Shopify store. Thanks for tuning in to Shop Strategy.